Good morning, Gray. You hungry? Hi, Princess. Here you go. Here you go. I'm making chicken this morning, so you'll get chicken for dinner. But that's some of the good stuff. Yeah, it's like chicken shreds. Hi. It's Gray, and it's in the 40s. It's not too bad out here. Not looking as nice as yesterday, though. Hey, guys. I've already petted him one time. See if I can get in a second pet. Hi, Morris. Now, you know, if I try to get any closer, he'd just run off. He's very smart, and he has it figured out exactly. He'll come back. Exactly how, you know, close he can get or not. The problem is that Stripe is very sleepy and hasn't come. They were up here on the bench together. Good morning, sleepyhead. How are you? Morris is counting on you to come over, and you got a briar in you. Counting on you to come over and make it safe for him. So you go do your job, okay? I've got chicken in the Instant Pot. I forgot to do it until 10 o'clock last night, and since it takes, you know, let's just say an hour and 20 minutes to get it up to temperature and down to where I can open it. It's 55 minutes cook time for the chicken. That wasn't going to work last night, so I'm just doing it first thing this morning. You guys should go eat. You've been waiting out here for forever. I'm late this morning. They'll figure it out in a minute. That's very Stripe. He is not, he likes his food and he eats a lot, but he doesn't care first thing. We've continued to see the hawk in the yard a lot this week. We saw him yesterday on the way out. Yeah, he often startles us flying right over top of the car because we come down the driveway and he's just there somewhere and he takes flight. He knows where he's going. Sure wish I knew where the nest was. Still no luck. Every time I'm outside and around, I'm looking. Coming down the driveway, driving out of the neighborhood, walking in the environmental park, but I still haven't spotted them. So all the kitties are doing good today. I had this funny thing happen yesterday. I came out and I looked and Panther's heating pads were off. You know, I've sort of trained myself to look every time I come out, and this one was actually on, but the others were off. And anyway, I turned them back on and they stayed on, and they're on this morning, and the ones in the backyard were on, so I really don't quite know what happened. Are you enjoying your paper?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm busy thinking about what I want your help with today.
Oh boy.
I thought you'd love that.
Yes, love that.
Now I'm out here to swap my flags over to St. Patrick's Day. And you're already stalking poor Stripe, who is just eating with Morris over at the bowls. I've been up in the attic for a few minutes because that's where I obviously keep my flags. I told Don if he'd help me outside with stuff today, I'd let him off of walking. I want these two monstrosities here trimmed back and 2 beauty berries on the other side of the house. And he'll have to carry the stuff off into the woods over there, so that'll be a lot of walking for him. I've pruned it every other year, but if I use the loppers, my chest will hurt for days afterward. It's just not worth it. Exercise, and I get blisters, and it's just, I'm very uncomfortable after I do that, and Don can handle it, and he won't be. And I guess the other thing I didn't tell him is he's got to take down the bear and put up the leprechaun for me. So, hi Stripe, aren't you cute? Hi. He goes, I don't cause any trouble, but that other cat's right behind you, and he has given me the bad eye. He is looking at me not so good. Hey, Morris, I'm not going to chase you, but I am going to swap flags, so you might not like that too much. Now look, Tux, you follow, but don't be starting fights, okay? All the other guys went off into the woods and gave him some space, so that's good. The flags are all switched out, except for I gotta go get one more short one. I didn't count right. I guess I need 7. I think 7. The one I missed was the one down there by the bench, because when I stood here and I counted yesterday, you just can't quite see it. Anyway, that's good for now. Slight project creep.
Oh no.
You got to take down the Valentine's Day bear and put up the leprechaun.
Oh sure.
Yeah, that's not a big thing. Yeah, Don's got that down now with the ties and stuff. If I do it, he'll just come back and finesse it for me. So I just learned to just let him do it in the first place. I'm not digging that quite as much as I did the Valentine's Day red and pink stuff, but I do like it. I found all of my little people for St. Patrick's Day, and a couple of nutcrackers and some fancy coffee mugs and stuff. So it's pretty good. I could add 1 or 2 more things in there, but it's pretty good. And I've got a little something over here on the table. And I ran out of stuff for like up there, but I changed out the fabric and put the one vase up, and I got my St. Patrick's Day quote-unquote wreath on the front door, and there's like 10, not quite as many as there were for Valentine's Day, but I've got my St. Patrick's Day Annalie. And again, I apologize for the glare because pretty much no matter what I do, it's hard to see in there. But yeah, I'm really happy they're all out. It's pretty much exactly like it was, except for I switched out the tablecloth so it doesn't look like Valentine's Day anymore. And that's where I'm going to leave it for now until I do Easter. I still did not put up the quote-unquote winter village pieces in the middle of the fireplace because I don't have anything else to put there until I put the Easter village out, and I don't think they look that overly wintry or Christmassy, certainly not Christmassy, so they're going to stay there for just a few more weeks until I do another swap. And I don't have anything great to put up. Well, first off, I don't want to get rid of the black cat stuff, but the snowman I'd like to take down, but I've either got to put up Easter or have a leprechaun, so I'll keep my eye out. It keeps the birds from hitting the window, so I can't take it down until I've got something to replace it with. I am ready to replace it though. It's not digging.
Oh yeah.
And you won't actually have to touch the dirt.
The pot that's laying around that need to be dug.
There's 2 things. 3? There's 3. 3 1-gallon pots. That's true. That's half of it. And the 2 hardest ones.
That's right. That's good.
Thanks, Donnie. So we took off enough weight on the butterfly bush that it won't hopefully pull itself over, because it's going to it'll triple in size over the summer and have pretty blooms again, I hope. So, and this thing, the beauty berry, it's shown a demonstration for coming back to life. And I also trimmed back the hydrangea a little bit here. I like to leave the dried flowers on because I think they're pretty, but it's time to get rid of them now. I'm just gonna have him trim back I say, these other 2 beauty berries. They seem to respond just fine to being trimmed back, and I'm gonna clip the high height off of the 2 camellias there and this hydrangea bush. You can see the difference. The one on the right trimmed, the one straight ahead being trimmed. Don's not gonna like beauty berries.
Never gonna like them.
Never gonna like them. Everything over here is trimmed up, and Don hauled the debris off up into the woods where nobody will notice it, us or anyone else. Those will double or triple in size this summer, pretty much guaranteed, so it's good that they're trimmed back. When I walked this way, Tux followed me back around, but he was up to see Panther. They didn't see each other, you know, but I guess Morris is giving Stripe some affection. He's washing him. They've been on that mushroom, that's what I'm calling them, every day since we put them out there, except for the first day, but every day since the first day. This Althea is going to bloom, and it's one of those things you wouldn't want to trim back now. Don's under the house. He's going to haul off that tarp full of stuff pretty soon. I weeded in there where the lilies are. A weed that will come back and was very hard to pull up, but it looks better. It's better than it was. I heard you trot the second you saw my butt hit the cushion. You're a good boy. Yeah, I've enjoyed having you follow me around the yard. I'm sure you enjoyed me being outside those days when it's too cold and too hot. And Mama's in the house all the time. It's just not as much fun. Don's on the last thing, and unfortunately the zipper's all the way up and he doesn't want to stand all the way up. So Don's going to attach him to a pole. That one's old. That one was up at the other house. And it's been up every year here pretty much. So it's had a good life. But I don't want to have to replace it. So I'm totally happy if Don can fix it to the pole. You're up on top of the compost bin.
Yeah, I'm full of it.
It was really only supposed to take 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's in kitten time.
I
You
didn't.
heard of Elon time? There's a thing called kitten time.
Well, it's only 10 minutes if it does what it's supposed to do.
Right.
But it's 30 minutes if you have to get a pole and attach it to the pole and sort out all the logistics of actually getting it to stand up.
That's right.
But you save money
That's
from me
right.
having to buy a new leprechaun.
One more, that's right.
Right, so you did good.
He's a great looking St. Patty's Day thing.
Well, here's my 2 base plates. Yay! They were together in, you know, one big paper style Amazon envelope. They seem to be fine.